Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword being published on Friday the 5th of September 2025. So there's a annoying flashing line there. So today's setter is Pedro. And Pedro is definitely one of the harder setters. This will be the ninth puzzle from Pedro this year. We get one a month. The first 6 of the puzzles we had all took me over 20 minutes. The last puzzle though was actually 12, so we just had, I've had 2 puzzles that are under 20 minutes, but 6 that have been over. But the last one was encouraging over. It was a 12-minuter, but it is Friday, so I'm expecting this to be a little bit tough. I'm hoping that I've sorted out all the scrolling problems. So anyway, I don't think there's anything else to say. I'm going to reset the timer, if I can find the reset button, there it is, and crack on. Piano in bossa nova style, so let's just get that down to there. P in bossa nova style. Arrangement of music secures band's last award for sales. You see that's an anagram. Arrangement of band secures band music with a D. Gosh, I don't know. Employer returns CV after dismissing me. You'd think that's CV curriculum vitae, resume, user. There we are. Gosh, okay. Wow. Contend company favoured blocking the writer. The writer could be me. Contend could be. We got code 4. The writer is me. What? Contend. Can't see where that's going at the moment. Okay, bishop, pawn, then rook. I end a chess game. Well, checkmate would end a chess game. I end chess. I think that's probably RIS game. Are we looking at game B? B for bishop or right reverend. Pawn, then rook. I end chess game. Not sure about that. Come back to that. Ape copper returning to apprehend him. So copper returning to apprehend him. You ape copy. Can't be copy, can it? Ape copy. Loathing new articles about function. Well, function normally sine or cos or tan. Loathing new articles. N. Loathing. Okay, British and French article I state will be for British, and in French is ET article the and Betani. It's going to be a state, isn't it? It's going to be, I think, a nation ending in I, maybe. Article B and I. So what am I missing? Can't think what that'll be. Deal with all competitors in competition. Deal with all competitors in competition. Don't know what that is. Indifferent regarding nerves. Getting tense inside. Indifferent. No. Impression obtained from church. Possibly causing friction. Obtained from church. Gotch. Got. Gots. Possibly causing friction. Is it brass rubbing? Something to do with that? Rubbing? I think that's just a double definition of rubbing. I think. Pleasure trip abandoned by Jack and relative. That's a jaunt and an aunt, I suppose. Enlarged limbs after recasting controversial sculptures. Does that fit? Yeah, enlarge limbs. Okay, so it's probably an anagram of it. Enlarge limbs. What the controversial sculptures would be, I've got no idea. Weariness leads us carefully to accept it. Anagram leads us with an it in it, probably. Weariness is tiredness. I'm going to write that down as a potential anagram. L-E-A DS US with an it in it, which, I don't know, sword, got rid of one S, haven't I? Uselessness, useless, no. I've got two R's, is that right? Nah, row of houses is terrace, isn't it? I've got two R's actually, but after town's initial blunder, so yeah, town's initial is... Let's get rid of that for a second, so we've got T for town, error, and excellent is ace, okay. Metal prison cells centre. Metal. So you'd think that's going to be cell centre is EL. Prison is stir. Can't have any metals. Nickel. I'm repeatedly upset about impressionist now. Mimic, okay, that one's okay. There's copper for CU. Copper returning to apprehend him. Ape. Ape is to copy. I don't know. Right, what's this? Reserve that is seen around clubs is ice. Chopped up pear surrounded by cold cheese. Chopped up pear surrounded by cold. I think it'll be an anagram of pear. Cold cheese. My cheeses are not good. We'll come back to that one. Hopefully it's one I do know. Paid out for church, no longer a major influence. Paid out for church. No longer a major influence. No idea what's going on. I don't think that B's right there anymore. Oh, what have I done? What's happened there? Where did that... Oh, it's because I pressed the delete button. Is that right? There we are. What can be considered bliss? Exotic region can. That's just an anagram. Is it region can? Is it? Which means I'd have to take that out. Region can. Something ick, probably. Probably a nick. So what have I got? Region can. Get rid of the nick off the end, I think. Which leaves... what can be considered bliss? Organic? No. Runs tavern in centre. Nonsense. Runs is normally an R. Tavern's a bar. Let's put bar there. Nonsense. Runs a BR. Rhubarb, that is. HU in the hub. Okay. I'll go for that. Name of encryption device employed in game. Name of encryption device employed in game. Is that just an anagram? Enigma. Very good. Okay. Graciously agree to plan if sun is excluded. Graciously agree, plan if sun is excluded. Thought it might be a hidden word there, but I don't think there is an ifs. So plan is, I don't know. Ask English in Great Britain to rise up. Beg, I suppose. Yep. So back to the top, which is a little bit happier. Gosh, skew of bands last. Arrangement of music. So SUSC, MUSC. It's like disc, isn't it? Platinum disc, I think that is. Award for sales, yep. I don't quite understand what's going on in that entirely, but piano in bossa nova style, Latin, and then the anagram. Leads us, yeah, I did think that was an anagram. What is it then? L, lassitude? How do you spell lassitude? Double S? There's two S's. Lassitude Yeah, I think that fits. I don't know what lassitude means. Apparently, it means weariness. Loathing new articles about function. Well, it's not going to be a. So function must be use, mustn't it? New articles and loathing. A and the. Is it use? Not sure of that. This over here, British. Oh, BR for British maybe. Brett. Is that Brettia? No, Breton. Is that Breton? I haven't got a T though in there. I'm sure British et Breton. State. Yeah. I think the article's fairly clear that it needs to be that. This chopped up pear surrounded by cheese, cold cheese, sorry. Chopped up, maybe it's not. Right, so look at this. Contend. Company. Favoured, blocking the writer. Well, writer would be me. Favoured, pet. Compete. Contend is to compete, isn't it? So, don't quite understand why that's pet with me in it, right? I still don't know what this blooming ape is about. Copper returning, well, see you. Oh, maybe it's see you to apprehend him. I don't know, you apes, if I'm honest. Keep going. Indifferent. Regarding nerves getting tense inside. Nauseous? No, not really nauseous. Tense inside. I think there's a T in there somewhere. This one down here was enlarged limbs. So yeah, the good old anagram that I haven't written down yet. So another bit of anagram writing down. Enlarge. LMBS. Limbs. Get rid of an A. Get rid of a B. And then I've got some letters I've got no idea what to do with because it's controversial sculptures, sorry. Regal marbles, Elgin marbles, okay. Yeah, they are controversial. Region can, that T doesn't like being there, does it? That's the trouble, is that T doesn't want to be in region can. But if it was, arrogance. Take that out for a minute. Ugh. Let's go have a look at these ones over here. I'll put those on. If sun is included, I don't think if is needed. Their graciously agrees to. Plan is a scheme, strategy. Don't know. Deal with all competitors in competition. I don't think there's a hidden word there. Deal with is to do. Don't know. So something force. I think that's a force, isn't it? Okay, that was a force. Paid out for church, force, yep. No longer a major event, paid out. Spent force, nice. Loathing new articles, nausea. Oh, there's nausea. Did I say that on the other one? Possibly. This, bishop, pawn, then rock. That's a primate, isn't it? Oh, there's the end. I did say mate ends it. Deal with all competitors in competition is to deal with. All could be EA. Indifferent is regarding nerves. H, that's definitely right, isn't it? That's the runs hub in bar in hub. Fair enough. Indifferent regarding nerves. don't think you put anything into nor should I get to a T. I need a T in there, don't I? There was no T in that anagram, if that's an anagram, which I think it is, which means it's probably a T there, or a T there. Indifferent is regarding nerves, gets tense. Or maybe it's just a French article, which would be une, Brunei, there we are. Boom. Okay, made that harder than I needed to, but got there eventually. So I've got rid of two N's from this one. Where is it there? So I've got G-O-A-R. I don't even know what I've got in that. What have I... Oh, I've crossed off some letters. Right, let's try again. Region can. R-E-G-I-O-N. C-N-A. Oh, I thought it was going to be Nick. N-I-C word, didn't I? N... and it isn't. N Egon. It's probably a aunt's word at the end. Aunts, which leaves rin. Right, what can be considered? Ignorance is bliss, yeah, okay. Ignorance is bliss, fair enough. Neutral, neural and neutral. Okay, my cheeses are not good. What's this? CU? Maybe it's not CU then. Him. Is it literally? Chimp. Him. CP. Where's CP? Ape is a chimp. Copper. Returning. Oh, PC. Okay. My cheeses are not good. What is this? C something E. I'm just writing out horizontally because it might help me. Something I, something L, something carefully. That is okay. My cheeses are good enough. Chopped up pear. There's a chopped up pear in chili. Okay, simple. Which just leaves these two over here. What am I on time? I'm at 16 minutes. So yeah, typical. Deal with is to, and a plan. Graciously agrees to. What's going to go there? Probably not a W. Probably not a Z. X. None of those look good. An N feels like a good letter to put there. N saying graciously agree to plan if sun is included. But I don't think so. And ifs. I need a word for a plan without an S. Take an S out of it. I think graciously is to. Could be an A, in which case deal with all competitors in competition. Isn't happening. S could be possible. Deal free with all competitors in competition. Okay, let's go over here. No, could be fee. Deal is a fee, not really. Free, and some kind of version of that maybe. Could be something like fiend, foe, football, fla. To deal with. I feel like that could be fleet, but I don't understand why that would be. Competitors is the competition fleet. I don't think it is, but if it was, what's going on here? Graciously agree to plan. T something I something N. Yeah, something I something N. I cannot think of a single word for a plan other than scheme. Although plan if sun is excluded, I'm wondering what the if is doing. Unless the if is just there as a bit of a helping word. Eek. Right, I was doing the top row on my FL. Deal with. don't think any of those work, do they? I was kind of half looking. ZXC doesn't work. FEBNM don't really work. The bottom row of the keyboard. FAE doesn't really work. So actually, mostly only the top row of the keyboard fits. H doesn't really fit. So L and the top row. Feeds. I think that's probably deal with, and all competitors in a competition are the field now, which makes that graciously agree. What is it? Graciously agree is to take L out for a second. Dasin, Devin, Dane, design. There, I think that's the lot. Yay, 2001. If I hadn't messed around on that letter, I'd have been sub 20. Right, let's have a look, see what we got. Got there eventually. Okay, good. So, I'm just trying to decide how to get there. Can't get there, can I? Oh well. Right. Okay, P for piano, and then a bossa nova style is Latin, I think. And then arrangement music is saying to take an anagram music, so you got the UMISC, and securing bands last, the D of band, going in there to give you a platinum disc, which is an award for sales. Now, I can't remember exactly what it is, but you get a gold disc, I think it is for 250,000, for 100,000 copies sold, and 250,000 is a platinum disc, or it's 500,000 or a million. But it's something, those kind of big numbers. So yeah, whether that still exists in the streaming age, I'm not sure really. Right, an employer is a user. A CV is a resume, so turn resume back and then dismiss me. So take the me off of resume, leaves you user coming forwards. Contend is to compete, that's your definition. Company is co. Favoured is pet, and that is blocking the writer. So we've got M for right, me is writer with pet in it. A bishop is a primate. Just one of those things I've picked up in crossword land. Yeah, primate is a bishop. P for pawn, R for rook, I is in the clue, and then the end of a chess game is a primate. Is mate, which gives us primate. And actually we've got primate and chimp, haven't we? So we've got a chimp here. An ape is a chimp. Copper returning is a PC, so police constable, going backwards. Not CU, and apprehending him gives you chimp. Actually, very simple clue, but loathing is nausea. We've got N for new. We've got articles, two articles, A and A going around function, which is use. What's the function of that? Is the use of that. BR for British. The French article une, or so UNE. So there's a couple of versions of that, but the UNE version. I think it's the female for A, and then I on the end gives you Brunei, which is a state. Deal with. Okay, yeah. If you deal with something, deal with a matter. I'm fielding this matter, and all the competitors in a competition are the field. On to the next one that I can't get to. There we are. So indifferent is neutral. Regarding nerves is neural. Okay, so I wonder why the regarding was there, and that explains. And then getting tense inside, so put a T for tense into neural gives you neutral. Clever. Excuse me. An impression, so we've got double definition here. An impression obtained from the church is a rubbing, so people do brass rubbing. They go and put a big sheet of paper and use wax to rub the kind of things that are in the church on the kind of gravestones or whatever. A pleasure trip is a jaunt. Take the J off. Jaunt becomes aunt. Aunt is your relative. And enlarged limbs is an anagram of Elgin marbles. Recasting is your anagram indicator. And the Elgin marbles are controversial sculptures. I don't know if you can quite see that. I'm not going to scroll down though. Yeah, so I'm not going to go into the Elgin marble story. I'm sure you can read it in the paper. Right, weariness is lassitude. Which is an anagram of leads us. Careless is your anagram indicator, and then you need to put it into it, so accept it. A row house is a terrace. Excellent is ace, going after town's initial is the T, and the blunder is an Nickel is a type of metal, one on the periodic table somewhere. Prison is the Nic, and the centre of cell is the EL. I am repeatedly, so I am is I'm, so upset it, so you got MI, and then about is C for circa, about means circa, which is abbreviated to C or CA in this case, CA or C in this case, which gives you mimic, which is an impressionist. Reserve, if you're a bit icy, you can be a bit reserved, so ice is reserve. That is IE, seen around C for clubs, which is bridge cards notation. Chopped up pear, so we've got an anagram of pear surrounded by cold, which is chili, which gives us the cheese of Caerphilly. Excuse me. Paid out. What did you spend on this? You paid out his money, you spent it. 4 is in the clue, and church is CE for Church of England. And no longer a major influence is a spent force. What can be considered bliss? Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say, which is an anagram of region can. Exotic is your anagram indicator. We've got runs is R. We've got a tavern is a bar going in the centre, which is a hub. And nonsense, rhubarb is a phrase used to say nonsense. Down here we've got name of encryption device, the Enigma machines that were used in World War II. Enigma is an anagram of in-game. Diploid is your anagram indicator. To graciously agree is to deign. To plan is a design. So take the S, exclude the S from sun. From design gives you deign. And finally we've got to ask is to beg. We've got E for English going in Great Britain, rising up, so we've got GB going upwards with an E in it. Is that everything? Yes, that's everything. So there we go. All done. 20:01, just scraped over the 20-minute mark. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching.